Levelsome. Now, you are Levelsome. The Levelsome is you. And now we're back here on Wednesday, Mercury Day. Wednesday, Mercury Day. Wednesday, Mercury Day. Why do they call it Hump Day? Why do they call it a Wednesday, Mercury Day, the Hump Day? Because it's supposedly in the middle. If you get over Wednesday, Friday's not that far away. And depending on where you live, Thursday is indeed celebrated like the precursor, the early party to the start of the weekend. But thanks to our quarantine and thanks to our now, we're learning emphatically, as I have been saying way before quarantine, especially if you know me personally, that every day is whatever you want it to be. Every day is your weekend. Every day is your Monday. Every day is your Friday. Every day is your Monday. Every morning is your Monday. Every night is your Friday. Every morning is your Friday. Every night is your Monday. However you want to do it. If you're in tune with yourself, that's the demand of understanding you know how to own and respect. We start at Wednesday. The W is giving us the immediate understanding of the change factor. The change and the difference. Stop being afraid to look different. Let go of looking different when you're honest. Or what that really means, what I'm saying is let go of being afraid. Let go of being worried. Let go of thinking that how you look means anything more important than anything. It doesn't. I understand you may have a profession out there that's all about how you need to look. Here we go. Again, 5-5. That's what Wednesday starts off as. 5 is telling you accept fundamental change. Accept radical change for your new fundamental internal existence. What does internal fundamental existence means? It means the baseline, the premise that you operate on, your qualities, your morals. Allow these things to be optimally based off of the admittance of you, your admitted truth of self, not how you glorify figuring out how to bob and weave throughout your life and just not be a real person. No, let go of letting opinions and the way we do things and traditions define you. You didn't come here to be a drone. You came here to experience your free will. If you want to use your free will to reduce yourself to being a drone, then go right ahead. That's on you. The reason you're afraid of doing your passions, the reason you're afraid of doing things is because it's up to you to live clear, to live authentic, to live in the know. What is the know? The know of you, the K-N-O-W. Knowing yourself, knowing what you feel like what. Why are these things making you feel like whatever they do? Let go of the conditioning. Let go of the programming. Do your radical research. Break free. Follow Mr. Astrotheology on YouTube. Follow Sex is Medicine on YouTube. Do it. Follow You Are Levelsome. Subscribe to all 3 of those channels on YouTube. You Are Levelsome. You are. 5 means accept radical changes. Things that don't look the same. Things that don't look like what you're used to. Things that don't look like what society says. As long as you're not causing any bodily harm to anyone disrespectfully, then do it. Allow these changes to become your norm. Allow these changes to become your norm. Wednesday is telling you that immediately in its first 2 letters. W reduces to 5. E reduces to 5. A double 5 back to back. Allow the radical changes to be your fundamental operating platform. Let go. Go against the grain. Be different. Be the difference that is the natural you. That's when you don't even have to think about being different, because you just start being the honest you so much. Yeah, there'll be similarities, but they will not be you. Wednesday is telling you 5-5. Do that immediately. The next thing it's telling you is 3 to 4. What do we know about the 4? It's the beginning of the second cycle. 5, it's its counterpart. 4 is the beginning of the second cycle. 5 is 2 feminine numbers. It has nothing to do with, not being able to be masculine and have 5 in your chart. It has nothing to do with that. 4, D. Our masculine number, the first side of the second cycle of numbers, is telling you again, allow this new change of acceptance on your 3rd day of the week. In the Western culture, Wednesday's the 3rd day of the week. Allow this new change. Focus in on how to keep doing that. That's what the 4 is telling you. Focus in on how to keep this change going. That's what the 4 is telling you unapologetically. Keep going again. Oh, look, lo and behold, another 5. And then it's matched with another 5. What is Wednesday about? Why is it the hump day? Why is it a day that just steps out of itself and creates the humps? I'm going to draw it in black here. Why does it do that? Why is Wednesday the hump day? Because it's telling you accept all this change. It's telling you accept all this change as your fundamental way of being. Because once again, it tells you that, work on it, do it. 4. Now you go another one, 5, 5. Again, then it goes back to a 1. Now it's telling you on an even broader scale. Embrace this change so you can keep doing what you learned from Monday and Tuesday, so you can keep expanding it. Each time you come back around to a Wednesday, it's telling you to keep doing this on Wednesday. It's telling you to keep refreshing. Your cells internally are doing that. You see, if you knew your nature, your internal atmosphere, you wouldn't be so opposed to the outside when things need to take these radical changes and become permanent. What's the permanent? Keep evolving. You keep getting Wednesdays, right? It's not like you only have Wednesday and then for 17 months there's no other Wednesday. No, fortunately and gratefully, you keep getting Wednesdays. So Wednesdays keep reminding you to keep being refreshed. That's why it's a hump day. You want to get over the hump, right? Oh, you want to get over the hump. It's a little camel with eyes and he's got legs, right? Or she does, right? It's a camel. That's what it's telling you. Embrace the change. Now you go into 4, D, 4. It's telling you, again, not only is it telling you a 1, appreciate whoever you share the Wednesday with, of course. Whenever you see a 1 in the days, that's what it's telling you. Because then also the 1 needs to be the ultimate help. It's also the ultimate got to do everything, but it also, when it knows its role, when it understands itself in totality, it's the ultimate I want to help, I'm going to help, I am efficient at helping. That's what Wednesday's telling you too. Whoever you share it with, even if you share it with nobody, well then guess what? Know how to help yourself to the T. Balance out yourself. Help yourself. Appreciate those around you in this Wednesday. The goal is to keep allowing that radical change to come through. Then it goes back to a 4. Again, it's telling you now, focus in, hone in, do that radical help others, hone in. Now bring back to your help. Accept the change. Be yourself unapologetically. Work on accepting it, engraving, allowing your place on your Wednesday to know. People are going to come see you. You know how to accept where you are, where you don't need to gloat about it being a hump day because you're stuck out of the now. The Wednesday itself is telling you it is the weekend. The Wednesday is telling you it is the weekend. Mercury is telling you it is the new weekend. Mercury is the messenger of the gods. That's what we know it is. It's about finance. It's about being on top of your internal atmosphere. Mercury's telling you to be in charge of your mental programming. Mercury's telling you to upkeep yourself. Mercury's telling you to be prosperous so you can get your finance. Not as much as other places, but it is involving it. But ultimately, it's the gods of the messenger. The messenger of the gods. Right? Mercury, extremely powerful planet. Could be, make a case to be the strongest planet in the solar system easily. All right? I say you can make a case. Have fun with your arguments and your debates. 5, 5, 4, 5, 5. 1, 4, 1, 7. It's just straight telling you, get busy. Stop worrying about it. If you didn't get it by now, the 3rd day in the week in this Western world, stop worrying about how you look. Understand it's about the change. Understand it's about you being the radical you that you need to be. And like I said, yeah, 5 has other meanings. But right now, on this Wednesday, we're going to help you understand this one way first. We'll get back to Wednesdays again. We'll get more deep. We'll change. We'll get to what the 5 represents again. But right now, we're understanding you. Stop comparing. Stop comparing. It's you that's the change you're looking for. The hump day is showing you. Hone in, work. And as every day is going to end with the Y, every day is going to always end with that 7. The last cycle. The first number of the last cycle of numbers. Every day is going to end with that 7. That's what it's telling you. And that 7 is the culmination for the entire day because the 7 is the beginning of the last cycle of numbers. And it's very intuitive, very intuition, very an eclectic way of harnessing its work. Can't stress enough the intuition ability and the empathetic ability of the 7. What's that mean? Oh, if you're a 5, you got less empathetic ability? No. It just means you have empathetic ability differently, innately. The way that the 7 is going to have it innately. A diplomacy very similar to the 2, which notice there are no 2s in Wednesday and Mercury. There are no 2s in Wednesday and Mercury, but there are a bunch of 5s, which is the next of kin, so to speak, to the 2, because the 5 is the second number in the second cycle of numbers. The 2 is the second number in the first cycle of numbers. So we got a bunch of 5s. So what is Wednesday showing you? It's amplifying the 2s for you. 5, 5, 5, 5. In the Wednesday spelling of the word. Into a bunch of work your ass off, hone in, help out, and then appreciate your ability to do this new learning throughout the day. That's why every day is tagged with that 7. Hone into yourself, appreciate the source energy giving you the ability to understand yourself throughout this Wednesday. Appreciate, respect, appreciate, respect. That's what the 7 is telling you. Respect your nows, respect your days. That's why it's tagged there on the end of every day. Why 7 tagged there on the every day. What's the radical Y symbol? What's the radical Y symbol? You'll see it. You've seen it on this channel. You've seen it on this channel before, and you'll see it again. The radical Y symbol. Raise it up. It's the energy. 7. Now, we go to the Mercury breakdown. Source respect. Now, Mercury's breaking it down. Mercuryday breakdown is showing you, again, through its way. Going to start with a 4. That's the beginning of the second cycle of numbers. So not starting with its mate, it's 5. Starting with 4 and then 5. Kind of purely, kind of more revealing itself without this capsule of Wednesday on top of it. More to its true roots of Mercury. So it starts on 4, which is the hone in factor. Hone in, work your ass off. You ready? 5. On this day of Mercury, when you start working, understand, after you doing it from Monday and Tuesday, the way it's promoting you to, once you start with that 4, again, if you come to Mercury, you're going to be hit with the 5. You got to change. You got to change. How do you got to change? By letting go of outside comparisons. Only being you. What else you got to let go of the outside? Stop letting the outside TV shows define your reality. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's the news. I don't care if it's a... Stop relying on groupthink to define your reality. Let go of groupthink defining your reality. You want to think that, oh, if you're not talking about the social issues going on, you're not good. Sounds like a bunch of groupthink bullshit to me. You define your reality. You define your reality. You define your reality. What helps you? Your surroundings. Your now. Your infinite now. You got 7 chakras. You got 7 primary chakras in your vessel. And you have 12 total. The other 5 are in your etherical world. No matter where you walk, your other 5 are in your etherical world. They go into the earth and they go up. You're up 6 feet above your head in the ether. Going up to the source. When you look up, what spells are you telling yourself? Stop spreading false news and fake news and bullshit about if you're not talking about this, you're not. No, you know what's going on, especially in the truth community? A lot of bullshit. A lot of peer pressure, the same thing going on. No, I don't have to talk about nothing I don't choose to. You want to know my opinion on something? Ask a question. Leave a comment. You're defining what you put energy on is what will persist. What you put energy on is what will persist. What you put energy on is what will persist. So Wednesday, Mercury is telling you, get in charge of your programming. Or you're going to keep relying on acting like you can get mad or what other people put out as programming, because you can get mad about it and go share it. That means you're being a responsible person, huh? No. It's time to grow up. You claim you know ether. You claim you know about the law of attraction. You know about spirituality. Yeah. Then why are you only regurgitating what the mainstream news tells you to regurgitate? Like a drone. You're in charge of your reality. What you focus on will persist. What anyone focuses on will persist. The only real news going on is the news in your immediate physical environment. That's your news. You want to turn on some other stuff? Do so with dignity and respect so you don't get pulled in like a drone. You're creating the reality. It's you. It's what you constantly have been focusing on for years up until now. And it's grateful that it works that way. Because the untamed mind likes to think a lot of stupid stuff. And if you had instant manifestation power, you would be eaten alive, etc., 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 because of your ability to not control the imagination. Source respect, source appreciation. That's what Mercuryday is telling you to do. And it's telling you to do that with all these tribes. Embrace the radical change as the fundamental way to exist and feed off of and plant new crops every week. That's what Wednesday is telling you. You're going to get your head out of your ass, or you're going to keep acting like it's right and proper to fear worship because the news said so, because you use it as a scapegoat to not challenge yourself to do real stuff. Real self-challenges. What is the next thing saying to you? Mercury, R9. Watch the other videos with anything about numbers in the titles to understand the infinite power of 9 and how it runs through every number. It is the ultimate form. It is a form of completion. Within the numbers from 0 to 9 itself, it is the last form of completion. 9, the great humanitarian, the great emulsifier, similar to a 2, which is not in Wednesday or Mercuryday. But not in it directly. But 9, the humanitarian, the gel, teamwork, nurses, teachers, yes. Doctors, yes. Coaches, yes. Leaders, yes. And then boom, Mercury into the 3. Have a ball. The first number of completion in the first cycle of numbers. 1, 2 through 3. 1, 2, 3. 3, the divine child, the first hermaphrodite, the divine child. Everybody has a divine child, but you got your adult programming hooked on so tight, you don't realize it's designed to just destroy you and off you and make you disperse your energy in the most feeble, easy ways possible, like a drone, like a slave dummy. 3, own your divine child. If you own your divine child, you're stepping into infinite potentiality. You're stepping into your innate birthrights and born rights as being a human being, which is infinity, eternal potentialities. Your body has potentialities beyond anything you have heard in mainstream. Do you know breath work? Do you know pranayama? Do you know how to breathe? Do you know how to expand your cells? Do you know how to refurbish yourself? Do you know how to replenish? Your body does it automatically. Do you know how to help it for real? Allow your divine child. And it's telling you again to do it again in Mercury. 3, again. Back to the 9. Claim yourself. Know you in and out. You're going to rely on the news to define you. You're going to rely on the news to tell you what you should be angry about. You're going to rely on the news to tell you what you should be happy about. You're going to rely on the news to tell you what you should be horny about. Yeah, get real. What are you really judging? You ain't judging nothing except for being a glorified drone. Get real. What do you know? You're going to open up to the knowledge? 9. 1, 8 goes back to 9. Again, look at the power it's telling you. Hone in on yourself. Self-work, on your real work. Self-challenge is accepted. Allow whatever you got to look like to do that be your fundamental way of change. This is what the source energy wants. This is what the source energy wants. 4, 5, 9. 3 is telling you if you're doing that cycle, the 3 is telling you that's your God-given source energy born right to do. Be your divine child and expand it. Hence why it's there again. Be your divine child and expand it. Now what's next? 9. The gods are talking to us. And beyond, the source energy is talking to us. You are governed, you are guided through with all of your internal existence and outside external to do this. 9 telling you again. Oh, what's there again? Another form of completion. The first form of completion from 0 through 9. 7. Your 7 primary energy centers in your body. 7. There's more than 7 in that, but we're streamlining this. God's favorite number, 7. Again, telling you, you are absolutely allowed to do this stuff. Those who don't do it are cowards. That's not me saying that. The Mercury saying that. It's telling you to do it. Why would you not want to do what the energy of the source is telling you today represents? That's what it is. All your elites, all the people you want to point the finger at, this is the knowledge they know. This is the knowledge, They know more. You're going to keep watching the channel. But you got to start somewhere. And guess what? If you start on this, you're going way deeper than. You're linking yourself up to be in tune with synergy and source energy in ways your ego brain won't fathom. Just from one of these lessons. That's right. You can feel it. Go ahead. Look at the time. Reduce to one number. The gods are talking to you. Source respect. Now you're going to 4. So what's 4? Okay, back to the hone-in. Now just look at this luxury. And the only reason we're going back to 4 is because we're on the day. We're getting back to our human ego commonalities. Day, right? And we already know that the day insists of the night in it too. Right? That's just how much we blindly worship the sun and don't worship the moon. But it doesn't matter that it's called that. What are you doing within yourself to still worship your equilibrium? Because you need the moonlight and you need the sunlight. Without one or the other, you're screwed. Source respect. If you do a lot of breath work, would you be screwed still? Oh, I don't know. If you want to ask a question, leave a question in the comment. 417. That's always the day breakdown. 417. Hone in on your day. Optimize it. Share unapologetically. Share truth. The only way you're going to know who's optimally caring for you is if you unapologetically share truth at all costs. Based off of their reactions or responses, you'll know who's for you. You keep going. And then the 7, you've been blessed. Will you take this time to appreciate this day of Mercury that we've named Wednesday? Will you appreciate it? Will you know your now? Will you allow yourself to expand into the you? Do it. Challenge yourself. Self-challenge is truth accepted. Source respect, source appreciation, source energy, source prosperity.